get to around the world news for this particular Tuesday morning on FM Radio and TV. Missile strike on Haifa, rescue teams rush to aid injured. Put out fires following Iranian attack. Emergency teams were seen racing to the site of an Iranian missile strike on Haifa on Sunday as Tehran launched a wave of strikes on Israel. Footage shows damaged buildings and cars. Fire crews working and paramedics assisting the injured. Israel and Iran have continued to exchange strikes since the IDF launched attacks on nuclear sites and other targets on Friday morning, killing a number of key Iranian generals. Iranian Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei warned of a severe punishment, while Israel PM Benjamin Netanyahu said his country will do what we need to do. Media reports claimed that Donald Trump had vetoed on Israel plot to kill Khamenei, with the U.S. leader calling on the sides to make a deal. Rescuers clear rubble following Iran's attack on Israel as search OP for survivors continues. On Sunday, the Israeli military released footage of rescue teams operating at sites affected by the Iranian attacks. The footage shows rescuers clearing rubble from damaged buildings and searching for survivors trapped under the debris. In a statement, the Israeli military said the soldiers and commanders of the Home Front Command continued their work at the impact sites, engaging in rescue and relief efforts. The statement added the forces are using advanced equipment and technology and are working in close coordination with emergency organizations and local authorities. The region marks a dangerous and unprecedented escalation following Israeli Rising Lion operation early Friday, which struck nuclear facilities and military sites, killing Major General Mohammad Bagheri, Chief of Staff of the Iranian Armed Forces, and Major General Hossein Salami, Commander-in-Chief of the Revolutionary Guards, alongside several senior commanders and nuclear scientists. In retaliation, Iran launched a barrage of missiles in several locations inside Israel under Operation True Promise 3, targeting strategic sites including Tel Aviv, resulting in casualties and damage to multiple buildings. Following the escalation, several Arab regional and international countries condemned the Israeli attacks, including Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, the UAE, Russia, China, Egypt, Kuwait, and Jordan, alongside the Arab League and the UN Secretary General. Iran called for an emergency UN Security Council session with its permanent representative to the UN, Amar Saeed Iravani, sending an urgent letter to the Council's presidency that targeting nuclear facilities constitutes a clear violation of the Convention on the Physical Protection of Nuclear Material and the Comprehensive Safeguards Agreement to which Tehran is committed. Tel Aviv in turmoil, damaged, destroyed buildings following Iranian strikes. Damaged buildings were seen in Tel Aviv on Monday following Iranian attacks on central Israel on the fourth night of clashes between the sides. Footage shows emergency services treating people on the streets, as well as our crews working to extinguish fires and recover survivors. Israel reported 8 deaths in the latest attacks. Israel and Iran have continued to exchange strikes since the IDF launched attacks on nuclear sites and other targets early on Friday morning, killing a number of key Iranian generals. Iranian Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei warned of severe punishment, while Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said his country will do what we need to do. Media reports claimed that Donald Trump had vetoed an Israeli plot to kill Khamenei, with the U.S. leader calling on the sides to make a deal. They were supposed to protect him. Family of Kenyan blogger called for justice over police killing. The family of deceased Kenyan blogger Albert Ojwang called for justice for his death while in police custody during interviews in Nairobi on Friday. I blame the police because they were supposed to protect him and Albert was in their hands, Ojwang's wife said. If you are police custody, this is somewhere you are supposed to be protected, and our lives are not supposed to end in this particular place. It's heartbreaking, she added. Ojwang's father, Meshaka Ojwang Opio, blamed the government for taking things slow, calling for public statement from his son's complainant. I should see or hear from him what my child did to him. At least I would have some peace knowing the reason why he took my child, he continued. Criticized Deputy Inspector General of Police, Alud Lagat. Police initially claimed he was found unconscious in his cell and later died in the hospital. The case has sparked nationwide protest after an independent medical report contradicted official claims that Ojwang died from a self-inflicted head injury, a post-mortem soft tissue injuries consistent with external assault. Earlier this week, Kenyan President William Ruto commented on the blogger's death, saying all criminals, whether civilian or in uniform, had to be dealt with firmly and decisively. We truly want to end oppression. Srinagar Muslims mark Eid al-Gadir with unity calls, tributes to Iran and Palestinian. Hundreds of Shia Muslims marched through the streets of Srinagar on Sunday, marking Eid al-Gadir with calls for solidarity with Iran and the Palestinian in denouncing Western powers and Israel. Footage from the rally shows participants waving green flags, chanting and carrying portraits of Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and the led Quds Force Commander Qasem Soleimani. Many signs read down with Israel and stand against oppression.